is Milagros Garcia and I'm a Senior Executive Unit Leader with Avon. And this is another video as part of the Operation SEUL. As you already know, I have been working with several of my leaders on a plan for Campaign 15. And a lot of you have asked me why Campaign 15. Well, they have a timeline. With the new bonuses, we have to achieve a certain title for the new leaders. We have to achieve a certain title by a certain campaign. So I called my videos Operation SEUL because not only I want to share with my team, but I also want to share with the rest of you, whether you're on my team or not, how it is that we're doing and what we're working with our team to get to SEUL. So take our advice. This works for us. I hope it works for you. And just get the ideas. If you can't implement the same plan as we do, then just create your own plan, because it's just based on how you work with your team, how you say things to them, the kind of excitement that you that you demonstrate when you're speaking not only to your team but to everybody else. That's the most important thing, to speak and to relay a message with conviction, meaning that whatever it is that you're saying it because that's what it is. You have no doubts. You're not speaking with a lower voice. You're speaking with an assertive and with a voice that convinces and gets the attention of others and your team. So I came up with 3 basic points that we must follow, and I'm going to share those with you, and if I get time, I'm going to do some role plays so that you know what to say, to cover all those 3 points. The first one is the vision, and that's important. I cannot stress enough how important it is for you to let your team, let the new people, let everybody know the earnings that they can have with their Avon business. So we worked on an $100,000 plan, and I think $100,000 is a figure that people would love to have, and it's an income that's attractive. Of course, everyone wants to earn over $100,000. However, it's our startup point. So we let not only the new representatives, we let the prospects know, we let the established representatives know that they have, we have a plan where we can show them how to earn $100,000 or more in 1 year. So that's the first step, vision, showing them how they can earn $100,000 in 1 year. The second one is goals. You must know the goals of your team. You must know the goals of anyone that you come across. And if you're thinking that you don't know a person's goal, someone that you don't even know that's approaching your table, you can do that. You can find out what that person's goals are just by asking open-ended questions. For example, I ask all the time, how can an extra $500 a month, impact your income right now? How would $100,000 change your life? Those kind of questions get people to speak to you, get people to share their dreams and goals. So not only you want to know your dreams and goals, you want to know everyone in your team's dreams and goals. So practice that. And if you're looking at somebody in your team, if you're thinking about that person, just pick up the phone and have a nice conversation with them and ask them to share their goals with you. So it's just a nice thing, and it depends on how you say it, how friendly you are. Everyone likes to talk about themselves. So just by asking a simple question, you're gonna get that answer that eventually is gonna help you help your team member, and create a plan that works for them around their schedule and what they do. And then the third one is the calendar. Being consistent, and part of setting a calendar is the power of three. And when we did the last meeting, I was explicit enough to just go through the power of three. It's basically talking to 3 people a day. And for that power of three to be effective, you must get names, phone numbers, and email addresses. If they don't want to give you the phone number, names, and email addresses is just enough. So I give them an example like, okay, in the morning you wake up, you take the kids to school, then you talk to one person, you go back home, and you go right back to sleep. I'm tired. So then in the middle of the day, you have your lunch, then you go out, you talk to another person, and get names, number, and email address, and then go right back to sleep. Easy enough? And you go pick up the kids, and you take them to a store, and then you talk to one more person, and your work is done. Your work is done when you get names, numbers, and email addresses. You have to be consistent. And I went a little bit overboard, explaining the power of three, but I want to make sure that you understand that keeping up a calendar with at least 1 hour prospecting is one of the most important things. And I get questions like, I went out and I gave out a lot of books and a lot of bombitas and no one called me. I already know that that activity has not been consistent just by the question that I have been asked. There is no way that you cannot get call backs unless you're not being consistent. You have to be consistent. Just like when you have a job, you get up and you go to work, you drop out the kids, you pick them up, you have a routine, it's daily. Your calendar must be your daily routine, must be what you do and what you follow. So those are the 3 elements, the 3 points, and we have 10 activities to go with that calendar, and that's events, fundraisers, team meetings, or follow-ups. That goes in the same third category. Power 3, products on hand to sell to earn $100 a day. Move products on your in your group, or if you're not moving products within your group, then set a goal to move your own products to get to different levels of sales. Social media, it's important. A lot of you don't even like to take pictures. Please take pictures, and take pictures of you, take pictures of your team members, have fun, take selfies. Social media is a big thing. People want to see you. They want to visualize you. They want to see the person that you are. So don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to show the world who you really are and the fun you're having with your business while you're doing what you love. So personal development, it's a must. You must take the online trainings. You must develop yourself to be a great leader. That is one of the most important things. You have to grow inside before you can grow in the outside. So it's important that you read books, you watch videos, you take trainings on the Avon pathways. All that is part of personal development. Then open house selling or bingos. You want to get together with a whole bunch of friends, give them incentives so they can bring 2 or 3 friends, and you can do an open house. give them great discounts, have fun, do a few games, give giveaways. So do an open house. It's a lot of fun. And field day and hip time. Field day, it's important, and hip time with your team, the ones that you have identified as your leaders, it's important. So a combination of these 10 activities are the ones that we have identified to be the most significant activities. So $100,000 plan, that's part of the vision. Number 2, goals, dreams and goals, calendar, consistency, power of 3. So I'm going to show you I already showed this before, that I have one of these. I got this idea from one of the district managers, and she, shares it at her website. It's also on our builditbignow.com. There's a link to her website where you can download all these flyers. With the flyers I also use on our website. So I want to show you the executive plan. This plan I created since I got started. It's basically a visual of what your business looks like. Behind this plan, there's activities. So I'm not going to talk a whole lot about this. I'll probably do another video because I'm running out of time. You basically work on 5 to 6 units, one of them advanced unit leader, and between you and your team must have at least 6 representatives, a campaign, first, second, and third generation. Now, 6 representatives a campaign, it's a low number when you're trying to meet a goal like this. It's a low number if some of those representatives are not going to work out. So if you know that you signed up 6 and only 3 of them were successful, meaning that they were interested in continuing their business, then there's 3 representatives and not 6. Everybody has to, everybody has to be successful. You have to be able to reach out to that person that you sign up so they can be committed to their Avon business. So with this flyer, there comes activities, and I got these activities from the Donna Reed Mitchell's book. I like that she has a calendar with activities, and then what I did differently, I numbered them, and then I set a goal for my leaders here to do 3 to 10 activities a day. And then these numbers, they're going to write it in their calendar, and they're going to show it to me or their leader to see what kind of activities are being repeated in different days, because you don't want to be delivering orders every day. You don't want to be doing the same activity every day. So you want to make sure that you write down those numbers that you're working on each day so that you can go back and adjust some of the things and figure out what it is that it's not working and just change it. So with the executive plan, when I started working on it, when I introduced it to my team, I had one executive that titled in 3 campaigns. She was already a well-established unit leader, and she titled to executive in 3 campaigns. One executive did it in 3 months. Another executive did it in 6 months. So this is a 6-month plan, and it is effective. You want to be able to also identify your team members, the ones that are gonna be developed. And right now we're working in Orlando, so this is what you would say. Hello, how would you like to earn that trip to Orlando? I have identified you to become one of our top leaders, and we have a plan where we can show you how to earn $100,000 or more in 1 year. So tell me, would you like to share your dreams and your goals? And that person gives you your commitment. So that's all you do. So I hope this helps. I hope this works. And I hope this gets you to SEUL. Thank you.